Hi everyone, thanks for coming out for Pilatesfit. So my name is Nikki. If you're new to one of my classes, I'm one of the regular instructors at the Rock at UTM. So like I said, I'm going to be teaching Pilatesfit today. So just a couple disclaimers before we get started. So please make sure you have doctor's clearance before starting any exercise program. So make sure that you're in good health and that you have permission to participate. And then second is just make sure that the space that you're using is clear from any obstacles. You're not going to be slipping or tripping. We're going to be doing mat work today, so we are going to be on the floor on our backs most of the time, but still just make sure that your space is clear. I do recommend having some water close by, so I have my water here. In terms of equipment, I have just a couple of really light hand weights with me today, so 2 or 3 pounds. And if you don't have that, by all means, you can just use body weight, but you can also use a couple canned goods if you have something that would actually work perfect for this class. Yeah, so let's get started. We are going to be doing just a couple of standing warm-up exercises to get started, and then we'll move to the floor. Okay, so I am going to turn off the comments. Please let me know just before I do here if you guys can hear me okay over the music. Yes, give me a wave. Okay, so I am going to turn off the comments now. I do hope that you guys enjoy the class, and please feel free to email us to let us know how you like the classes. All right. Okay, so we're going to come to a standing position just to get started. So feet are just underneath the hips. Let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And then standing nice and tall here, we're just going to focus on our posture for a moment. So shoulders stay back. We're going to tuck the tailbone under just slightly and hollow that belly button back and in towards the spine. You'll hear me cue that a lot throughout our Pilates class today, and that's just a brace for the core, okay? The other thing that I will talk about briefly when we talk about breathing, our Pilates breath is a little bit different, especially if you're familiar to a yoga kind of diaphragmatic breath. So this one we do want to keep some core engagement. So let's start by taking our hands onto the ribs. And as you inhale, I want you to feel your breath move into the ribs. So the ribs are going to expand just slightly to the side on the inhale. And then exhale. And relax. So feel on your exhale how your ribs actually come a little bit closer together. Inhale again, breathe into the side ribs. Feel them expand and exhale. Contract. A little more breath like that. Good. Let's continue on with that breath. We're going to inhale, breathe into side ribs. This time as you exhale, I want you to start to actively engage the core, so squeeze the abdominals in. We're drawing those ribs even tighter in towards each other. Inhale and breathe again back into side ribs. And exhale. Contract. When you do exhale, we're going to bring the lips together, so we're exhaling through a pursed lip, and that will actually help us to engage the abdominals. Let's inhale again. And exhale, contract. And so just one more variation to the breath. If you're familiar with that pelvic floor exercise of Kegling, we're going to contract our pelvic floor on the exhalation as well. So inhale, breathe into side ribs. Exhale, draw the ribs together. Squeeze those that midline towards each other and lift the pelvic floor. Inhale, breathe back into side ribs. And exhale, contract all 3 of those. There's a lot to be thinking about here. It's okay if you don't get it all. Inhale and just relax. So again, you'll hear me cueing those different variations of the breath, but ideally we do want to keep some core connection when we're doing our Pilates movements today. So let's start with an upper body warm up here. Arms to the side, shoulders stay down and back. We're going to just do some small circles here, warming up the shoulders. Keeping that belly button hollowed back and in. down and back. Good, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's do palms face up towards the ceiling here. We're gonna do small pulses. Good, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse it, palms face the floor. So like you're pushing something towards the floor. Okay, start to feel those lats engage as well here for 3, 2, 1. This time we're gonna bring the hands so the hands are facing the back wall behind you. You're actually squeezing shoulder blades together. Excellent, for 3, 2, 1. Palms face forward. This time we're squeezing with the chest. Good, for 3, 2, 1. And then let's do over, under, over, under. Okay, if your shoulders are burning at this point, first of all, I hope they are just a little bit. You can bring it in, elbows in a little closer to the ribs to make it a little bit easier, or keep them up high here. Excellent. Let's go just for 4 and 3. Last 2 and last 1. Awesome. Shake out the arms. Our last standing movement that we're going to do is a walk out into our push-ups. So again, it's just a warm-up. We're not doing strict push-ups here. The feet are under the hips. We're going to fold forward into a hamstring stretch here. Okay, so hamstring and low back stretch. And then let's walk out into our plank position. Okay, you could be in the modified plank here if you are just resting on the knees. You want to keep that straight line from the knees towards the crown of the head. Otherwise, in your full plank position, shoulders stay down and back. I'm going to inhale to lower down. Exhale, push back up, and then walk your hands back to meet your feet. Come up and back out. So let's do that a few more times. Walking it out, find your plank position. Maybe you're modified, maybe you're in that full plank position. Exhale, press it back up. Inhale, let's take the arms up overhead this time. Exhale, fold in, walk it out. Shoulders down and back. Find that really strong plank position for you. Walk it back. Inhale, reach it up. Last time here. Shoulders down and back. All the way up. Excellent. Let's walk it out back into our plank and just come onto hands and knees here. And you're going to come onto your seat. So from here, we're going to lower down onto your back and hug the knees in towards the chest. And let's just bring our shins parallel to the floor. So we're in that laying tabletop position. Okay, so shins parallel, knees are stacked directly over the hips. Arms can be by your side. Chin can tuck in towards the chest. If you're feeling that strain in your neck, just relax the head back. We're just going to keep the knees bent and tap one toe towards the floor. And I want to make sure I'm keeping that nice neutral spine here. So if you're feeling too much of an extension in your back, or there's some space underneath the mat, then you can just shorten your range of motion so you're not bringing the feet all the way towards the floor. Keeping that exhalation through pursed lips as you bring your shins back to parallel. Let's go for 3. Last 2. Last one each side here. Hug the knees in, relax the head back. Give yourself a little rock side to side. And let's get a little spinal massage here. We're going to hug the knees in towards the chest and do a rolling like a ball to come up. So you can either grab onto the backs of your thighs or the tops of your shins. And if you can, just keep your toes slightly lifted from the floor. And roll back. Massaging all the way up onto those shoulder blades. For 3, 2, last one, and again roll all the way down. And this time we're going to extend the legs straight out onto your mat. We're going to be pointing the toes away from you. And for this one, we're going to use a 4 count. We're going to take the arms up overhead. Inhale, reach up for 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, lower down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So lots of control here. Inhale, reach up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice and tall through the spine. Hug that belly button back and in as you If you can't come all the way up, that's okay. Just work on meeting your body where you are. So maybe you're only able to come halfway up, and that's fine. Okay, excellent. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Down, 2, 3, and 4. Last two like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, and 4. Excellent. Let's have both knees in and relax. We're going to come one more time back to that toe tap movement. So again, knees stacked directly over top of the hips, arms by your side, chin tucks in, the shoulders are lifted just slightly, or again, if you're feeling that strain in the neck, just relax your head back. Let's inhale and tap one toe towards the floor. Nice neutral, low back here. Modify that range of motion if you need to. And if this is not challenging enough, then you can take both feet towards the floor. Just make sure you're not starting to feel that into your low back. Let's go for 4, 3, last 2, and last one each side here. Hug both knees in, relax. Give yourself a little rock side to side. Excellent. We're going to come back to that rolling like a ball. So again, either grabbing onto the back of your thighs or the tops of your shins. This time, if you can challenge yourself, we're going to try and keep the shins just parallel to the floor. And then continue to roll back. Rolling all the way up towards those shoulder blades. And up. For 3, 2, and last 1, and roll all the way down, knees into the chest again. Take a breath. Excellent. For this next one, we're going to practice our T shape. So arms are coming out to the side in a T position. Palms face the floor. We're going to do some focus on the obliques here. So you can relax your head for this one if you like. We're going to inhale, slowly lower the knees over to one side, not too far, just so that I can start to feel that oblique on the left side start to engage, and then back to center over to the other side. I want to feel the right oblique fire there to bring my knees back to center. So inhale over and exhale. So maybe you're keeping that pelvic floor lifted here, or maybe you're just keeping that brace on the core, so belly button heads back and in. Inhale over to that side, back to center. So making sure you're exhaling to come back to center each time. Again, really small range of motion here. One last one each side. Inhale over and exhale, relax knees into the chest. Let's rock and roll to sit up here, making your way up to that seated position. And we're going to do a V-sit here. So for this one, again, you can have your toes to the floor, or you can be into more of that full V-sit position. We're going to lower down for 2, arms overhead, exhale up for 2, okay? So if you're here, that's okay, you're just lowering down for 2. And if you're here, you're lowering down 2, up, 2, okay? 2 and up, 2. Good, let's just go for 4, 2 and up. 3, 2. Last one here. All right, let's hold this V-sit position again. If you're here, that's okay. You're gonna just practice lifting one leg. If you're here, we're gonna just practice tapping one toe at a time towards the floor. Okay, so nice and broad up across the shoulders. Shoulders stay down and back. Inhale, let's keep that pelvic floor contraction. Excellent. Last 3 each side here. 3. Last 2. Last one each side. All right, we're gonna keep that same position, but bring our hands behind us for some in and out pulses. We're gonna straighten the legs out and then tuck the knees in towards the chest. Excellent. So exhale, hug that belly button back and in. Good. Give me just for 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it here. We're going to come into your version of your V-sit position just for a few breaths here. Okay, so again, maybe toes are touching the floor, maybe shins are parallel to the floor, or maybe you're coming into that full V-sit. Nice and wide across the shoulders. Let's hold it here for a few breaths. Feel those abdominals engage. Keep breathing. Make sure you're not holding that breath. Excellent. Now let's roll down. Hug the knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little rock side to side. We're going to come back to that T shape again. Okay, so that's the oblique twister, palms facing down. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging this time, feel free to straighten your legs out, but remember this is still a really small range of motion, so we're not focusing on how close we can bring our feet towards the floor, okay? Another way you can challenge yourself is just palms facing up. So listen to your body, listen to what works for you. Again, make sure you're never feeling this into your low back. Inhale over to one side and exhale back to center. Let's go just for 3 more each side here. So last 3. Last 2. One last one each side. And relax, hug the knees in here for a moment. Give yourself a little rock side to side. And for this next one, we're going to rock and roll to come up. Let's make our way into our plank position. Grab a sip of water if you need it. So we're going to do a plank variation here. Again, you can be in that modified version on your knees. I recommend taking your knees a little bit wider apart for this next one, or your feet if you're in that full plank position. We're going to practice punching, okay, and then alternating sides. So we're just extending through that arm. This isn't anti-rotation because we're forcing our body to try to stop the rotation that might be trying to happen in the torso. Okay, so anti-rotation. And then let's hold it just on that right side. We're going to punch out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's hold it here. We're going to come into our side plank position. Okay, you could be in the modified side plank position on one knee, and that's fine. This time we're going to press up through the shoulder. If you want to add a little bit of resistance here, you can take that dumbbell, press it up where you can't, good. So hug that belly button back in towards the spine, listening to your body, honoring where your body is here today. Last 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold this position here and just lift and lower. So again, we're targeting that left oblique, that bottom side abdominal. Lift and lower. Last 3, 2, 1. And lower all the way back down onto hands and knees. We're going to take that to the other side. So we're going to come back to those alternating plank punches. Okay, so again, modified version or in that full version, we're going to punch it out right to left. So really making sure your core is engaged here. Last one each side, and then we're going to take it just through the left arm. Okay, so punch it out here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to shift our weight into that right arm, coming back into that side plank position. Have your dumbbell handy if you want to here. Okay, remember to modify, we're bending and resting onto that right knee. Belly button hugs back and in. Let's exhale and press it up. Excellent. You can stagger the feet here if you need to as well. Last 3, last 2, last 1. We're going to lift and lower, so if you're modifying, you're just dropping that hip a little bit closer towards the floor. Awesome, you guys. We're Isolating that bottom oblique, so right side abdominals here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's lower it all the way down. We're gonna make our way into our bridge position here. So we're gonna lift the hips up, okay? And what we're gonna do is a tricep dip here. So shoulders stay down and back. We're gonna inhale, lower down, drop those hips towards the floor, but you're really focusing on bending that elbow back behind you and then pressing it up. Excellent. Let's go for 4. Squeeze into those triceps and chest here. Last 2. Last one, let's hold it here. We're gonna tap opposite hand to opposite ankle. Feel yourself need to stabilize as you switch sides. Good, for 4, and back. 3, last 2, last one each side. And let's come back one more time to those tricep dips. So drop the hips towards the floor, shoulders stay down and back. Remember, elbows come back behind you. That's it, press it out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Relax down into your seat for a moment here and just take a little rest. Shake out those arms. All right, for this next one, we're gonna come onto our right side, lower all the way down. We're gonna do some abduction here. So you're resting that bottom leg on the floor. We're gonna extend through that left leg. The left foot is flexed and the toes are pointing just slightly towards the floor. Of course, I'm still bracing with the core, so that belly button is hollowing back and in towards the spine. I'm just gonna lift and lower that top leg. Nice and controlled. You should feel that top part of the glute engage. And then let's hold that position. We're gonna point the toe away from you and just do some small circles here. Okay, maybe making those circles a little bit bigger, but keep the leg as straight as you can for 3, 2, 1, and then let's reverse it. So starting small, circling forward this time. Excellent. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take them slightly bigger here. For 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Let's slowly press up, and we're going to do that abduction on the other side. So this time my left knee is resting into the mat. Keep that left knee bent. We're going to extend through the right leg, flexing into the right foot, and again, right toes just dropping slightly towards the floor. Hollow that belly button back and in towards the spine. Let's lift and lower through right leg. Okay, you want to be feeling that into that top part of the glute here. Excellent. Last 2. And last one, let's point that toe away from you and we're going to circle the leg forward. Small circles to start here for 3, 2, 1. And then let's start to make them a little bit bigger. Keeping that leg straight for 3, 2, 1. Again, circle back, starting small. Keeping that brace with the core here. And let's take them a little bit bigger. For 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Slowly press up. We're going to come back onto our back. Lower down here. And let's get a toe reach. So we're going to extend the leg straight up towards the ceiling. And we're going to flex the feet here. So for this one, you can just reach up here, body weight. If you want to, you can hold onto your really light dumbbell here, and we're just going to reach. So chin tucks in towards the chest. Exhaling through that purse lip to reach up. In 2 more here, we're going to do double time, so take it a little bit faster. Here we go, just for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow it down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax it down. Let's bend those knees in. We're going to take a bicycle crunch here. So we're going to hover our extended leg, pull the left knee in, and we're going to bring left elbow over towards left knee towards right shoulder, and switch. Switch. Hands just beside your head, so I'm not pulling onto my head or my neck. Hold it for a pulse. Sometimes when we do bicycle crunches, we do them really quickly, and then we're not able to actually get that core contraction that we're looking for. Let's double pulse here. So we're going to pulse it, 2, and switch, 2. Just for 4, and switch, 3, switch. Last 2, last 1, and relax the head back, hug the knees in. And let's do some glute bridges here. So we're going to take the feet about hip-width distance apart, arms by your side, and let's lift the hips up nice and high. So I'm pressing the heels down, contracting into glutes and hands here. Arms by my side and arms are pushing into the floor. Let's inhale, lower down just before we let the hips touch the floor, and then we're going to squeeze and lift back up. So let's inhale, small pulse down, exhale, squeeze and lift back up. Let's go for 4 more like this. So 4, 3, last 2, last one, hold it at the top here. We're going to lower just halfway down, all the way up. So halfway and up. So it's a really small range of motion here, small pulse. But just take a look at your knees if you can see them. Make sure that they're still in line with the feet or the hips. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Let's take the arms, reach them up towards the ceiling. We're going to lower all the way down, all the way up. Last time here. So keep those arms nice and straight. Again, just before your hips touch the floor and back up. Last 3, 2, and last 1. Lower all the way down, hug the knees in. Give yourself a little rock side to side. We definitely did a lot of glute work here today, so let's take that left ankle towards the right knee and hug it in for a glute and hip stretch. You can either grab onto the back of your right thigh or the top of your right shin. Relax the head back and maybe give yourself a little rock side to side. Let's take that right foot to the floor. We're keeping that figure 4 position, but dropping that left foot to the floor. And then think about pressing your knee away from the midline of the body. You should feel that nice hip into that left side. Excellent. Let's come back to center. This time we're going to switch. So right ankle to left knee and hug it in. Relax the head back. Maybe rock a little bit side to side. Just gently. And relax that left foot to the floor, but keep the figure 4 position. We're taking that right foot over to the left side and then being mindful to just keep that knee moving away from the center of the body. And just start to relax the breath here. So begin to breathe into your belly. There's no more abdominal contraction happening. Start to turn on that relaxation system. And let's come back to center, both knees in towards the chest. Let's take a gentle twist, stretch out those obliques, so both knees over to one side, and then take your opposite arm to the side, look to your arm. Excellent, knees to center, and this time take those knees to the opposite side. Again, opposite arm to the side, and look to your arm. So nice chest and shoulder stretch here as well. And let's come back to center, rock and roll on your seat to come back up. And let's take a nice chest stretch here. Take the hands into that cactus position. If you'd like to, you can clasp the hands behind you, open up a little bit more here. Nice deep breaths. well, thank you guys so much for joining me today for Pilates, and I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and that we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for coming, everyone.